Have here, guys, is we have a line L. L is a random line. I'm going to draw L using a black line. Then they say there's another line K, and this other line K, wherever it could be over here, it could be over here, it could be over here. The only thing we know about it is that it's perpendicular to the original line L. That's the only thing we know. And then we also know one other thing about K, is that it has the point -2, 0 on it. This point may or may not be on a L as well. We don't know for sure. The whole point is we don't even need to find out. Okay? Now, what we do know is that we're looking for the equation of K. What is K? What object is K? K is a line. The line K, find the equation of K. So in effect, by putting those two pieces of language together, what am I looking to find? The equation of a line. Okay? That's how you use the language of a question to figure out what formula you're going to use. Everybody get that? Now, what we're going to get next, guys, is we need the slope. If we find the slope of the black line, we can then turn it upside down, change the sign, and we can get the slope of the green line. So what's the slope of the black line? 3x plus 5y minus 10. How do we get the slope of that? Okay, isolate y. Everything over 5. Yeah. Minus 3 or 5x plus 2. We then use the equation y equals mx plus c. We compare what we have to mx plus c. So what is the slope of this line? Minus 3 over 5 is the m value, which is the slope. We now know that this black line has a slope of 3 over 5. What does that mean for the green line? Turn it upside down. Minus 5 over 3. And now we know the slope of the green line. Any questions? Guys, the first slope was actually minus 3 over 5, which means when you turn it upside down, it's actually plus 5 over 3. So we're going to use that slope in here. We have the slope of the green line. Do we know a point on the green line? We know minus 2 and 0. So we have 5 and 3. And we're going to find the x1 and y1 value. So what's the y1 value? 0. And the x1 value? No, the x1. Minus 2 is plus 2. Now, multiply in, you get 5x plus 10 all over 3 equals y. What should I do with the y? Over 3? Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. Now, what do we have next then? Equals 5x plus 10. Bring everything over one side. Minus 5x plus 3y minus 10 equals 0. And you're done. How many people got that one out? Now, what we have is there are 2 points. A and B are 2 random points. C is the midpoint of AB. So what we have is 2 points A and B. There's A, there's B, and it says is C is the midpoint. So we'll draw in the midpoint once we find it. So look, we'll start off and find out what C is. So x1, y1, x2, y2. What'd be a good choice in formula, guys? Good choice in formula. I'm writing it down now. The midpoint formula would be a good choice. Okay, so 3 plus minus 1 over 2, and the other one is minus 6 plus bracket minus 2 over 2. You use the calculator if you want. I'm going to get 1 and I'm going to get minus 4. Anybody get 1 minus 4? Yeah, good. Now, once we figure out that that's 1 minus 4, what we're going to do next is we'll draw that into our diagram. So there's 1 minus 4, that's grand. Now it comes along and says K is a line. K is the line 2x plus 5y minus 5. the line L, it's specifying that L is a line. Just very important that. And the question is, find the equation of L. So what does that mean we're doing for this question? We're doing the equation of a line. I know we all know that now because every question's been the same, but come exam time, when you have a choice of different things, that's how you know which one you're meant to be doing. Okay. Lads, A and B, C is the midpoint of... No, actually no. If I'm honest, K is another random line. So, A and B has the line, has C in the middle. Okay? Now what's going to happen now is, it mentions another random line. This random line, I'm going to underline in green. This random line, it can be anywhere. It could be over here, be coming down this way. It could be anywhere according to what we know. Let's just say it's this one here. Does it say that K does anything regards A, B, and C? Does it say it? In the question it just says K is a line. No, that's the line L contains the point C. K is just a line. It doesn't tell us if it contains anything. It doesn't say it's perpendicular. To the line L. I haven't drawn the line L yet. So when I draw the line L, you're right. The line L will go through the point C, and it will be perpendicular to the green line I just drew. That will happen, but I haven't done it yet. Okay, so let's recap. A and B are two random points. I joined A and B together using the blue line. I then got the midpoint of AB, which is C. Alright, and now my information brings me as far as here. It then mentions K is a line. I used the green line to represent K. Alright, and then what it then specifies is that there's a new line that contains the point C. This means that this new line can go anywhere provided it goes through C. But then it gives me a second criteria. The second criteria is it has to pass through C and it has to be perpendicular to the green line 2x plus 5y minus 5. So it means I have to have a very particular direction, which is only one possible line. That makes sense? I don't think it does. So here's what we're going to do. We're looking for the equation of the pink line. In order to get the pink line, we need to find the slope of the green line. The green line then turns into 5y equals minus 2x plus 5. Divide both sides by 5. When we divide both sides by 5, we get y equals minus 2 over 5x plus 1. We use the formula y equals mx plus c to compare it to. We figure out that the slope of the green line is minus 2 over 5. Therefore, the slope of the pink line that we're looking for, which passes through the point 1 minus 4, the slope of that one has to be 5 over 2. Turn it upside down, change the sign. It specifies that the line L we're looking for is perpendicular to K. Now we know y. We know y1 is minus 4 because it passes through the midpoint. We know the slope is 5 over 2. And finally we know x1. We're going to get y plus 4 equals 5x minus 5 all over 2. We're then going to introduce a 2 onto this side. And we're going to get 2y plus 8 equals 5x minus 5. We're going to bring everything to the left hand side. Minus 5x plus 2y plus 13 equals 0. Another possible answer for that is 5x minus 2y minus 13 equals 0. How many people got that?